Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the best podcast on the planet. My name is Muhsin Yesilada III. Make sure you hit that bell and make sure you like, make sure you subscribe because we're really trying to grow. We're on about 244 subscribers. Get us to 250.
Yeah.
We're on 281,327 views. I check every 10 seconds. That's not bad. It's not bad for YouTube, Lucas.
Not bad.
It's not bad. A lot of that's from shorts, but shorts are still harder to get views on, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. To my left, I have Farhan the Sexy Beast Solo, who's going on tour, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, woo, woo! He's going on a nationwide tour, 300 cities in the UK.
And that many cities in the UK?
300 cities in the UK. Every single arena in the country, I heard.
I'm only going to the brown ones.
Good, yeah. I mean, that's the only ones we could probably do. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Big 40 years old.
Thank you.
So, birthday beats.
Go on, give me one. Do better than that, come on. Hit me! Sorry. Yeah, it is my birthday, 27 years old. What have I learned? You guys are asking. Thank you. Well, humility.
Yeah.
Humility is something I've had to learn the hard way. Being as successful and handsome as I am, that's when some people always ask me, Muhsin, how's your family so close? Well, most of my family were family before they got married. It's Farhan's joke. But thank you. Today is a celebration of my birthday and the UFC. But before we get to that, we must give a round of applause to Lucas, our producer, who just pressed the button. Lucas, why are we looking at your notes, mate?
I was going to make notes for
Oh, yeah, please.
Oh,
do,
yeah, please do. Oh, God save you. Look at Lucas. Look at Lucas. Lucas having his lunch. And he can still flick those buttons at the same time because the man is a multitasking masturbator. God bless him and everyone involved in this podcast. Farhan is about to kick us off, ladies and gentlemen. We are covering UFC 290. Farhan, take it away, you slag.
UFC 290 main event.
Oh, shit.
We got Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker in the main event.
Here we go again.
No, I'm joking. We got Alexander the Great Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez for the title.
What a guy.
Yeah, it's champion versus champion, I guess, because Yair is the interim champion.
That's how they sell it. But let's be real. Is it really?
Yeah, let's look at the odds. I think Yair is a 3-1 underdog.
Really?
Which is probably fair. It's probably fair.
Yeah.
Let's look at their last few fights. Yair's coming off the interim title belt win over Josh Emmett. It was a submission triangle choke. And then obviously he beat Brian Ortega in a shitty way. Before that he lost to Max, but it was a very close fight. He only lost by 1 round. Alex is coming off one of the best winning streaks. Well, no, he's not anymore.
And he's coming off the best loss in UFC history.
It's the best loss in UFC history, yeah. He, I even forgot he lost that. That's how mad it was.
Quick little fun game. That loss, what wins is it better than?
It's better.
In recent times.
Better than Derek Lewis beating Ngannou.
Better than Aljamain Sterling beating Jan the first time.
Yeah.
It's funny how a loss can be worth more.
It's a good loss.
Yeah, it's a great loss.
It was a good loss because some people thought he won.
Yeah.
And also he's not out of the running. He could get another shot against Islam Makhachev. But yeah, man, how do you see that fight going between Yair and Alex?
Blood everywhere.
You think?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be a war?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those fights where Volkanovski wins basically every round.
Yeah.
But God help both of them.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be rough, but Volkanovski is going to do more.
Yeah.
I think Yair's probably going to work in burst against Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Whereas we know Volkanovski is just going to be in his face the entire time, stepping in and out of range like the master that he is.
So you think it's going to be like Alex versus Brian Ortega? Like a war, but Alex clearly won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think Alex will lose a bit more of himself in this fight than he did against Ortega.
Yeah, because he's getting older now, and Yair is in his prime. I think Volkanovski's going to win.
Yes.
I think Volkanovski will probably win by decision. But you can't count a guy like Yair out because no one has intention like him when it comes to throwing strikes. Like, who's going to think in the last second of a fight versus Korean Zombie, I'm going to just do some weird inverted elbow and catch him in the last second.
I can't even fathom that as an option.
Like, who does that shit? So,
have we all decided that he definitely meant that?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because how can you even...
Yeah.
We got a copyright strike for trying to show that.
Oh, yeah. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I nearly was going to say, let's show Lucas. But last time we did that, we got a copyright strike.
So basically, like even against Josh Emmett, the shit he was throwing, the kicks, and then on the ground, he's also good too. He's an exciting guy.
This fight will be a celebration of violence.
Yeah.
It's going to be two skilled animals doing very bad things to each other.
That's the other thing. Is it Mexico's time? Because Mexico has been on a hot streak, man.
You see, that's a nice sentiment.
Yeah.
But is it really Mexico's time?
I don't
know what I mean? Like,
could be. We got what's his name? Moreno.
And
then we got Grasso.
How long is that going to last? That should be Shevchenko again. That got announced today, by the way.
Okay.
Mexican Independence Day. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those fights where Yair is going to lose, but it's not going to do anything for his bad to his stock.
Yeah.
I think people are going to come. It's like when Josh Emmett loses, we still love him. Obviously, Yair, I think, is much more skilled.
The one bad thing I can think of Yair is when he lost to Frankie Edgar, and Frankie Edgar just broke him. But that was early on in his career. And I think Alex does have that capability to break a guy like that. But then again, that was an old Yair. And, Yair now is looking really good. So I think, I think it's going to be Alex win. But, Yair is going to look good.
I think after round 3...
Yeah.
Yair is going to be feeling the pace and he's going to be looking for a big shot.
Yeah. And, you can't even count him out in that situation.
No, you can't. You can't, but Volkanovski is a highly skilled operator.
Yeah.
How amazing would it be if Yair just won by some freaky triangle
he could.
in the last second?
He could.
Like Anderson versus Chael.
The thing is, some people would say that if Ortega couldn't submit Volk, then how is Yair going to do it?
Yeah, but life's not that simple.
Life's not that simple.
Yeah.
Yair could just have a better position. Yair could do it. He submitted Josh Emmett. So it's possible. Everything's possible in the UFC.
I still remember looking at Volkanovski's face.
Yeah.
When Ortega had the choking. And you could see, you could see in his face, he was like, when your mum's beating you, but you don't want to cry.
Yeah.
Like, he had that look on his face, like, I'm not gonna break.
Volkanovski's a tough guy, man. Volkanovski's amazing. I didn't really like him at the start because I thought he was a little bit boring. But what he's done in the sport, he's going to go down as one of the greatest, man. Because he's had one of the best runs at featherweight. He had a really close fight against the lightweight champion. And he still might win that fight in the future. Who knows? He closed the trilogy on Max. He beat Max. He's beaten Ortega. He's beaten Zombie. Everyone that's come his way, he's beaten them.
I think it's probably best for the division if Yair wins.
Yeah.
In the long term.
Yeah.
We get to a position every now and then in the UFC where one guy monopolizes a division.
Yeah.
And kind of turns it into a dry, barren land, like Izzy's done with middleweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think something needs to give there. Here's a question for you. Let's say Volkanovski loses. Does he rematch Yair, or do you reckon he just packs it in at featherweight, calls the LDL, and just moves up to lightweight?
I think he's going to rematch Yair.
Yeah. Volkanovski is not the type of guy where he just packs it in and goes,
he's going to rematch. He's going to do the rematch.
And also, I think he had to rematch Holloway 2 times.
Yeah.
So just from a salty perspective, he ain't going to be like, well, fine, because I had to give all these other twats rematches, so I should get my rematch.
Yeah.
I think that's how he feels about Makhachev as well.
Yeah,
How comes Holloway gets all the rematches he wanted and I
yeah.
don't? Who's a bigger star now, Volkanovski or Holloway? I'd say Volkanovski's probably the biggest star now.
Maybe. It depends where you look at it.
Yeah. I mean,
social media, I think Max has got him.
Volkanovski's got a whole country behind him.
Yeah.
I know he's got Hawaii behind him, but that's just a whole big state, really. I think Volkanovski is probably the bigger star
also,
now.
being champion helps because you can headline pay-per-views, but Max doesn't really have that luxury.
Over the last few years, Volkanovski's really gotten to show us his personality.
Yeah.
Because no one really liked him, and then he started going on podcasts, and then he started doing this cooking thing.
Yeah.
And then we realized, he's literally
and also
one of the boys.
In the cage as well, the antics he does, against Makachev doing all the taunting and stuff.
Or like jabbing Holloway and going, woo, too fast.
Yeah.
Like, who gets to do that to Holloway, man?
I know. Volkanovski's amazing.
It just, there's every now, that David Goggins saying, unordinary amongst unordinary people. Think about what Holloway did to Calvin Kattar.
Yeah.
And then Volkanovski did the same thing to
Holloway. Yeah.
So what's the difference between Volk and Calvin Kattar?
Oh, yeah.
And imagine having to fight Calvin Kattar.
Yeah.
He would murder you.
That's another thing. Max and Yair had a pretty close fight.
Yeah.
It was, Max clearly won, but it was 3-2. It wasn't like a, 50-40 fight.
I think Yair's like that, but I think Yair now is at the position of his career. It's a long day for anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Like, he's a slippery guy.
He's a really good story, man, because he was from the Ultimate Fighter, the Mexico one.
Yeah.
And he worked his way up. He lost to Frankie.
Had some adversity.
He got cut from the UFC because he wouldn't take the Zabit fight. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, then he came back and where's Zabit now? And then he's fighting for the belt. So
Zabit's an annoying one. Every now and then I go on his Instagram, to see what he's up to. And he trains, but he doesn't look like, I don't know what's happened. Yeah, I think he's done. That's one of the biggest what ifs in UFC history.
I know it was.
If Zabit continued the way he was, who would you have taken, Zabit or Volk? You have to say Volk, really.
I would say Volk, man, because Zabit, at that point, he only proved himself as a 3-round fighter.
Yeah, and he struggled in the last 2 rounds against Calvin.
Yeah, exactly. Some people thought, if it was a couple more rounds, then...
Yeah.
Whoa! Happy birthday!
What kind of interruption is this?
It's the birthday boy! Special birthday! Happy birthday!
And he's coming with hummus.
And I'll bring him special hummus from Sainsbury's. Happy birthday to you. Okay, there we go.
Wow, great.
Have you got a candle for this?
No candle, no
No candle.
hazard. Okay.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Roman Harris, everyone. Roman Harris.
Does anyone know who that is?
Hardy haha. You can open that here. There's no
Happy birthday.
Yo, Roman, you forgot the fucking bread, bro. You can't give
come
hummus without bread.
It's really smooth hummus as well.
I love that hummus.
Yeah, that's a
Do
good
you?
one.
That's actually Lebanese hummus, Roman, you racist bastard.
Yeah.
It's not even Turkish.
Roman, I wanted Turkish hummus.
I'll have it. Hummus extra. Ooh.
Does anyone actually know who that guy was?
Roman Harris, yeah.
I thought he just came in.
I thought just a guy just giving us.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to start on time.
Oh, is that why you were pacing?
Yeah, because he told me he's going to do it.
That's why you walked away.
Yeah.
I knew you were lying about something because I saw you thinking of an excuse. Because I asked him, why did you walk away when you were on the phone to Roman? And he went, he wanted to ask about a video.
I didn't think you were bringing hummus, though. You didn't tell me that part.
That's all right. I love that he took a detour to the shops. He didn't even go Tesco. This ain't even the Tesco hummus. He went to like an Uncle supermarket.
Nah, they have that in
hummus.
Tesco.
Oh, do they have this one?
Yeah. We get it all the time. It's banging.
What's the little black stuff in the middle?
That's what's that nut called? Pine nuts?
Yeah, that's it. Pine
So that was funny, but now I'm responsible for this hummus for the rest of the day.
You can put it in your bag.
Do you want some hummus?
Yeah, actually, it goes really well with Doritos.
Yeah, have some hummus.
Oh,
You guys want some Doritos with the hummus?
I'm good.
Mate, I'll actually finish this off.
Clear it.
That's the best hummus.
Yeah, I love this hummus.
Some hummus earlier.
Do you not want it?
No. Go crazy. That's my gift to you.
That's your birthday hummus.
That was so funny. How did he even get in here?
He told me he was gonna knock, but he just walked in.
Yeah.
Does he know he must know the...
He knows the code.
Oh, God.
Fuck security.
You just
bro.
let anyone around there have that code, do
Get
ya?
your fucking security up. Fucking.
Listen, right, Lucas,
Yeah.
Farhan, although that was a very nice gesture, you guys have to remember my level of celebrity means we can't just do things like that
Yeah.
because I may come in harm's way. Yeah. Today it's Roman. Another day it's a crazy stan on the internet who just wants to get near me. So guys, when I'm in here, can we please tighten up the security? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, thank you.
Sorry,
I
I'll
love
look
how
out
he's
next
just like,
time.
hello.
I'm the block.
Thank
I'm
you,
the
Lucas.
buffer between you and crazy.
Thank you, Lucas. Thank
Okay.
you.
That was funny, man. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Volkanovski.
I can't even.
Should we just move on to the next fight after that?
Nah. What's your final prediction?
My final prediction is Volkanovski by 5-round war.
5-round war.
5-round war.
I'm gonna go Volkanovski. I think it will be. I don't know if it'll be a war, but I think Yair will have good moments. But I'm never going to count out Yair.
No.
I think Yair could get it done, throw some wild shit,
Yeah.
get a wild submission. But yes, I'm going to lock in Volkanovski.
It's one of those, sometimes you're thinking about, do I wake up for this fight or do I not?
I'm going to wake up. I'm going to watch this whole fucking
No,
thing,
yeah,
bro.
this one I'm waking up for.
I'm watching the whole... Bro, the whole card's amazing.
Yeah. Next fight.
Okay, let's go. It is Brandon Moreno versus Alexandre Pantoja.
Rematch.
It's actually the third fight, technically.
Really?
Yes, because they fought in the Ultimate Fighter as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they don't count on the record, but it's still a win for Pantoja. Pantoja's 2 up. So yeah, it's
So
interesting.
he has his number. What were the
I guess he
results?
does.
Let's talk about the results in the first 2 encounters.
So the first one was obviously he beat him by decision in the UFC. That's the second one. Sorry, that was in 2018, 3-round unanimous decision.
Yep.
And then the other one, I guess, was a rear naked choke in 2016.
Damn.
But
So he's had his number twice.
But the thing about that is, I believe at that point of time, Pantoja already had 18 fights as an MMA fighter,
Right.
whereas Moreno, he was pretty new, and I believe he only had a couple fights.
What's the age difference between these bubbers?
So at that point, Moreno only had 13 fights, so he was still experienced, but he just wasn't.
Yeah.
You could tell he was a lot.
Well,
younger.
Moreno came into his own
Yeah,
because his record when he became champion was
Yeah.
very patchy.
yeah.
Whereas Pantoja still has a fairly clean record. What's his record at?
Pantoja is at 25-5. His last loss was to Askar Askarov.
Yeah.
That was by decision, and before that, he lost to Figueiredo by decision.
That guy was on a run, but then he lost to Kai Kara France.
Yeah, Moreno's 29 and Pantoja is 33. So I wouldn't say 33 is old. 33 is like a prime kind of age, especially at that weight class. I wouldn't say he's old. I wouldn't say he's long in the tooth. I think it's going to be a close fight. Let's look at the odds.
You'd think at this point Moreno has the competitive edge there.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
Moreno-
experience.
So Moreno's the favorite.
Yeah.
Moreno is confident now. He, beat the shit out of Figueiredo twice, I guess.
You never know with these little guys though, man.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, these guys, they have such high volume
Yeah,
where the rounds can be very difficult to score.
it's true, yeah. And yeah, Pantoja's coming off 2 really good wins, submissions over Alex Perez and Brandon Royval.
Yeah.
So it's a very
Both of those.
competitive fight.
Both of those guys are tough fights for anyone.
I know.
Both of those guys could fight.
And
for the
he
championship.
beat Manor by decision. It wasn't the most exciting win, but he still beat him.
Brandon Royval can still be a champion one day. I believe in that guy.
Maybe he's a bit too scrappy though, I think. But
I think he's so young though. What is he, like 20, 26, something like that?
So Pantoja Moreno, what's your prediction?
I mean, I'm purely on momentum, and I think who's made the most gains since they last fought, it's definitely Moreno.
Definitely Moreno. I'm gonna go with Moreno too, but again, it's a close fight.
Put
Probably
it this way.
by decision.
In flyweight, I'm not shocked by anything anymore.
Oh yeah, that belt could change hands.
Since DJ, there's been a lot of turnover, granted in between 2 guys, but I think that's going to be the case for a while.
Yeah.
That's going to because all of these guys are so good at that division. They're fairly well matched, all of those guys.
Yeah.
That's why, so Moreno, what's he got? 5 or 6 losses?
Yes, he has 6 losses.
But there you go. So he's got 6 losses. Pantoja's got 5 losses. How many Royval got? Probably 4 losses, something like that.
True.
All of these guys are in the upper numbers in terms of losses because it's so competitive down there.
Yeah, I just don't think Royval's the same level as these guys. But then again, people didn't think the same about Moreno, and then Moreno just went on a hot streak.
That's a great thing about MMA, where a guy can be 25-5 and be a dominant world champion. How often do you see that? How often do you see a guy who's 25-5 in boxing and is a dominant world champion? It just doesn't really happen.
Nah,
Because they pad those records up until they
Yeah.
fight for
You're
something.
kind of done if you lose more than 2.
Yeah, everyone writes you off. Whereas, but UFC fans don't really give a shit. Look at Oliveira.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going with Moreno.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I'm going Moreno by decision. I think the momentum's there. I think he's a better fighter overall. But then again, Pantoja's a good fighter. I just think Moreno's got more kind of venom in everything he throws and on the ground. But Pantoja's a tough guy, man. Can't count him out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight. That could be a 5-round war as well.
That could be a 5-round war, yeah.
One thing you got to watch out with Moreno, because he's already got 2 losses against this guy, that can play a mental thing, a
Maybe.
mental factor.
Yeah. But then again, he got the champ. He became champ.
Yeah.
So that confidence could outweigh that.
Yeah.
Plus, he's beaten guys that beat Pantoja. He
Yeah.
beat Figueiredo. He beat him
Mm.
clean twice. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Moreno with that one. I think he's gonna get it done.
Great fight. What we got next?
This is probably the fight I'm looking most forward to.
Go on.
Whittaker versus Du Plessis.
Go on, Whittaker. Bring it home.
Yes, I really want Whittaker to win this.
I want Whittaker to do it for Africa.
Yeah. I want Whittaker to win.
Yeah.
What's your prediction?
I think Whittaker dominates him.
You think Whittaker dominates
Yeah.
him? Yeah.
I mean, okay. However, last time I saw Whittaker on the television, he looked like a very happy dad. He looked like
Yeah.
a retired happy dad, looking a bit chubby.
Yes.
I hope he's still got something in the tank. Like, he's 7 kids deep now.
So he's the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with Du Plessis
Why?
because Du Plessis is very hard to put away. No one's done it in the UFC. He's been rocked multiple times.
Yeah.
He's been like on the death's door and no one can do it. And I think the momentum is there. He's got the hype. He really wants that Izzy fight. I think he's going to get it done somehow.
I can understand momentum, but in what position is Robert Whittaker a lesser fighter than Du Plessis?
He's not. But that's
If it goes to the ground, who's better? Who's the better striker? Who's got the better cardio?
Whittaker is better everywhere, but Du Plessis just has this thing where he takes so many punches, the other guy gets tired, and then he lands one, and then the fight changes.
I know, but this is a different level.
This is a different level, but
That's the problem with
Yeah.
the middleweight. There's the 2 top, and Pereira for a bit. There's those top guys, and then there's everyone else. You know, there's a clear difference between the Cannoniers and the Vittoris of this world
yeah,
and the Whittakers and the Adesanyas of this world.
it's true.
You
But
know?
Whittaker's getting older now. His last few fights he's looked good in all of them, but like pretty much all decisions.
Yeah, but even the Adesanya, some people thought he beat Adesanya.
Yeah, but
He
it wasn't,
didn't, but
it wasn't
you know,
exciting. Like Whittaker hasn't looked really exciting since.
he hasn't stopped someone in about 42 years.
Like the Darren Till fight was the last fight I was like, wow, this guy is fucking amazing.
When was the last time he stopped someone? 2018 or something ridiculous?
It was Jacare in 2017 and
Bro.
everyone's beating Jacare at
Bro,
that point.
how different was your life in 2017 to put that in
I
perspective?
didn't even do comedy back then.
I was still a virgin.
Were you?
No,
No. Anyway,
I was gay in 2017.
I'm going with Du Plessis, man. I think it's his time.
Ugh.
Going with it.
I'm
I'm
a
locking
Du
that
Plessis.
shit in.
I'm a Du Plessis hater. If Du Plessis beats Robert
I'm a
Whittaker,
Du Plessis
not
hater
watching the rest
too.
of the
I
card.
want Du Plessis to lose. I'll be so happy. If
I
he
want him
lost.
to lose in spectacular fashion.
I want it too, but
in
I
the
feel
first
like
round.
I feel like the Izzy fight is there. I feel like he's gonna get it.
Did you see that? Onowa?
Yeah.
He did
Onama.
the Adesanya.
He didn't do it very well though.
He didn't do it very well.
He
How
was-
funny would it be if Robert Whittaker did it to Du Plessis?
That'll be good. Yeah, I don't think Whittaker would do that.
No,
Whittaker's
it's
not
not
that
really
kinda
his
guy.
style.
But
But then again, he hasn't knocked out someone in a while, so he might be gassed.
maybe
Yeah.
I think he'll do his own thing. He'll just scream with a bloody face. That's what he'll do. But Du Plessis, man, I think it's his time. And who do you think Izzy wants to win more? Izzy wants Du Plessis to win.
Yeah, because he wants to beat him up.
Yeah.
But I've been saying this, right? I genuinely think the next fight for Adesanya is against Jamal Hill.
Yeah, I just don't think there's much hype in that. I don't know why.
Because no one's talking about Jamal Hill hasn't fought since last year or the start of this year.
This year,
Sorry,
yeah.
start of this year.
I mean, that's fair. It's only been 6 months.
I know, but the UFC are like arseholes about that. I think Adesanya's going up to light heavy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to see Adesanya.
I
beat
think
up Du Plessis
Adesanya's waiting.
for someone to do.
If Du
something,
Plessis
yeah.
if Du Plessis wins, then Adesanya's gonna fight him in October. But if Du Plessis loses, then yeah, he'll probably go fight Jamal.
Adesanya does terrible things to Du Plessis. That
Yeah.
fight looks very similar to the Paulo Costa fight.
Yeah, I know, but let's see what happens first. But this is an interesting thing. So apparently, Du Plessis and Adesanya have sparred in the past.
Really?
Apparently, and
Says who?
so Adesanya said we did couple rounds striking, couple rounds grappling, and it was like even. But he he did have the better of me in the grappling. But Du Plessis said we only did grappling and I manhandled him. So apparently that's what happened. Can't really tell. Adesanya said, like, you know, I was a kickboxing guy. I just came in and then I started getting out grappled.
Okay, when was that? What year was that?
I don't know, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen now.
Yeah, that's not going to happen now,
Yeah.
but still, Du Plessis is riding that wave.
You can't go into a fight banking on that, man, because you out grappled
I will
a
be
kickboxer.
I will be very disappointed if Dricus loses, because this could be a big fight. This could be a big one for Adesanya, like a big war, like a, you know, country versus country kind of, Africa versus Africa kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be disappointed for Izzy.
for all the reparations.
I think Izzy will be disappointed as fuck as well,
Yeah.
because Izzy's been at a few points where Rob has taken out his contender, like Cannonier, then Izzy had to wait for Cannonier to
Izzy,
get a
Izzy
streak.
seems to do his best when he doesn't like the guy, or has
know.
not necessarily doesn't like him, but has a chip on his shoulder about
Yeah,
the
like
fight.
the Costa one, he clearly was pissed and he beat the fuck.
Like Cannonier, he was indifferent to Cannonier. If anything,
Yeah.
he probably liked Cannonier
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
And then obviously Pereira the second time.
Like the Romero, there was like, no one hates Romero. Everyone finds it a bit amusing.
yeah,
that
and
was-
Rob, yeah, the first one with Rob,
Yeah.
and then the second one with Rob, he was like, "Oh,
In-
he's a nice guy."
In my opinion, he really worked hard to not like Rob.
Yeah,
like
Rob's a nice guy, man.
like those interviews were really funny, right?
Yeah,
Because Izzy was listing all these reasons why he didn't like Rob, and Rob was like, "What?
why? That's-
Why?
I'm a nice guy.
Like,
I'm a nice
I didn't mean
guy.
it like that.
I'm a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. Help." Ah, it's gonna be exciting.
That's the fight I'm looking most for.
I would like to see Du Plessis' head get bounced off the canvas by Adesanya.
Yeah,
However, I would also find it amusing if Du Plessis doesn't even get the opportunity because he can't get past Rob.
that would
That
also
would-
be humorous.
That would also be amusing.
That'd be hilarious.
And then we can watch on the Freestyle Bender YouTube channel.
Him
Is he eating
Yeah.
popcorn while watching him and going,
Oh, they're both my sons.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
something along those lines.
And then the card doesn't stop there. We also got Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker.
Oh, great fight. Great
I'm
fight.
gonna go with Jalen Turner.
I'm going to go Jalen Turner as well. Younger, fresher.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the battle of who has the least amount of body fat.
I guess so.
Those guys, bro. I don't know.
Bro, Jalen Turner's insane, bro. He's fucking 6'1" at 155.
It's insane, yeah. I mean, Dan Hooker. I mean, how Dan Hooker was a featherweight at one point, isn't
He
it?
was, yeah.
How in God's
Fuck,
name?
Jalen Turner's 6'3", bro. I was wrong.
That is
6'3".
insane.
6'3" and 155.
That is insane. They should
Yeah.
do a documentary about that guy's weight cuts, man.
I know.
Ugh.
6'3" and 155.
I'm going Jalen Turner, younger, fresher.
Yeah, Jalen Turner be the show.
Less mileage. Dan Hooker's got mileage, bruv.
Yeah, and he's not even that old, bro. He's only
If
what,
Dan
33, bro.
If Dan Hooker was a car, it would be that car you'd love, but you can't take on the motorway anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've got Bo Nickal versus Tresean Gore.
How funny would it be if Bo Nickal just gets knocked? I'm
The
not
thing
wishing
is,
bad on him,
Tresean
but it
Gore's
would be
not-
funny.
Tresean Gore is not a bad guy. Like he won the Ultimate Fighter.
Let's bring up his record.
He hasn't even got Wikipedia.
Ah,
It's a tough one.
even I've got a Wikipedia page.
But yeah, he's
I don't.
he's not shit. But again, like with the wrestling, that neutralizes everything. But if this guy lands, then it could be a tough night for Bo Nickal. But I think Bo Nickal's gonna get it done. Like, who are we kidding? The UFC's picking it carefully. I think they
Yeah.
know. This guy's 4-2, so
Yeah, I mean, how's he lost?
he lost by knockout actually.
Yeah.
Cody Brundage, and he lost to Brian Battle.
By what?
Also, he didn't win the Ultimate Fighter. Brian Battle won the Ultimate Fighter. So,
Get him to fight Brian.
Brian Battle's decent as well, I think.
I'm number one, brother. It would be amusing if Bo Nickal did get knocked out. I'm not wishing bad on Bo Nickal. He's probably going to go all the way to the very top. But there is something fun about when a hype train gets derailed
Yeah.
temporarily. Like Aaron Pico. I know he's Aaron Pico, man. Like
I
he's
like
enough-
Aaron Pico.
I know, but like what happened in his last fight? He got stopped because of an injury. Has he had a fight since then?
I think he probably has, yeah.
Let's have a look. Aaron Pico is a weird one, man, because you know people still have high hopes, but his record is like 9-4 or something ridiculous.
Aaron Pico is... He won his last fight.
Yeah, but that one before it got stopped for some reason.
He's 11-4, and
11-4.
he's only 20. 26. Yeah, he's fine. He'll be fine.
No, but it's been a rough going, you know.
I think he'll be fine.
Inshallah.
Yeah. He's I think I don't know if he's Muslim, but he says inshallah a few times.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Mashallah, brother. You know, I was watching yesterday, Four Lions. Great show.
Movie.
Yeah.
Also on the card, let's just do some quick fire predictions. Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price.
Robbie Lawler for the shits and gigs. Although, why are we even doing that
I
fight?
don't know.
What in the name of
I'll go with Robbie Lawler. Let's go Robbie Lawler.
All right.
Anyway, we've got Sean Brady versus Jack Della Maddalena. Wow, that's a really good fight, actually.
Very great fight. I'm going to go Jack Della, blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to go Jack Della too, but Sean Brady's wrestling is quite good as well. We've got Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Mennefield. I think that's a rematch.
Going Crute. Why not?
I think Alonzo looked better last time. I'm going to go with Alonzo.
I'm going to believe in Crute. I like Crute. He's a nice guy.
He's not that great.
I'm going to believe in him anyway.
I think we pretty much covered that card, bro.
God bless everyone involved in that card. Can we quickly talk about Topuria?
Oh, Topuria.
Oof, what
Wow.
an animal, man.
Topuria looked very sexy.
Oh, God. Brace for Lucas trying to spell Topuria.
Have you
Let's have a
seen
look.
Topuria and his girlfriend, like the energy of them?
No. Is it good energy?
It's like they're both psycho. Do you know what she said?
What?
She's like, if anyone's going to die in the octagon, it's not going to be my man. I was
Oh.
like, "Wow."
Oh. I feel like my missus would say stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I was
And they just got
Oh,
some like sick energy together. I was like,
Oh.
that's a power.
very nice. Did you see Sergio Ramos was there?
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Is he Spanish?
Sergio Ramos?
Topuria.
Yeah, he grew up in Spain.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's
But
Georgian.
Yeah.
But he grew up in Spain.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you're Pakistani, but you grew up in Southall.
Okay.
Yeah, which
Same
is his own
thing.
country. Yeah.
But yeah, he looked amazing, man.
Yeah, what a guy. Although, I do think Holloway beats him at the moment, you know.
Oh yeah, maybe because he left himself open. He was getting tagged.
And he does seem to come forward in straight lines at times.
Yeah.
I think he does need to become a little bit more. That boxing guard is great
Yeah.
defensively against. I know he can mix it up. He can mix it up. But I think if that kind of tactic against Holloway won't work
Yeah.
because Holloway will just kind of step round you.
And Josh Emmett is, he just wouldn't quit, man. That guy could have been finished like 8 times in that fight.
You know, in the last round, I genuinely think Topuria was a little bit creeped out.
He was, yeah. Why
He was
can't
like-
put this guy away.
There was an element of him like, how are you
'Cause
coming
he
forward?
almost finished him like a few times, like clearly almost finished. But
There did seem like there was a little bit of the inexperience was kind of creeping in the 5th round because I feel like Topuria was stuck between, shall I just like wrestle him or shall I try and put him away?
yeah.
And then he was shocked that Emmett was still able to
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
bombs. So then he decided, fuck, I'm going to play it safe.
Anyway, he won like 50-42 or something.
Yeah, I think it was tied a record or something like that.
Yeah.
It's up there. Man, what a fighter, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's not me hating saying I think Max Holloway beats him. He's only 20, was he 26? Topuria?
Something like
yeah,
that,
he's 26. That guy's he's nowhere near his prime. And he's so good already.
He is only 26. Wow.
One thing I do think he needs to worry about is head kicks.
Yeah, true.
Because he has a habit of slipping punches left and right, which again, good. But if someone shows you the right hand,
Yeah.
you know that typical head kick that a lot of people have been doing recently, show the right hand and then head kick, blocking
Yeah.
their vision, and you go like that, like Usman did, even a little bit.
Yeah.
I do see that being a problem at some point.
What a clean record. 14-0. Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell, Jai Herbert, Ryan Hall, Damon Jackson, Yusuf Zalal. Like, clean record,
Clean
man.
for 26.
And do you remember when they were like, Topuria should fight Paddy Pimblett?
Yeah, he better stay away from Paddy.
But-
Paddy beats the living hell out of Topuria. I'm joking.
Fuck, I was about to
Yeah.
I was about to get in there. I was about to defend Topuria's honor. Bro, Topuria
He does
and
bad things
Paddy,
to Paddy.
that would be one of the worst.
It'd be criminal.
Yeah.
It would be criminal at this stage.
Also, where the fuck is Paddy? Paddy and Khamzat are like the two guys that UFC push the most, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I don't know where they are. I don't know.
How fun it'd be if all this time Paddy and Hamza actually just been hanging out.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Brad, they were very famous.
I got a new Darren Till. I
Yeah.
don't need Darren Till now. I got Paddy. So.
What's Darren Till doing?
Darren Till like cut himself or something?
Yeah.
Well, he says he cut himself.
Listen, mate, I need to just get away. I need to reset. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think that's it. All right. Anything else on the agenda?
Any MMA stuff? Oh, McGregor is now 0-5 in the Ultimate Fighter.
Well, because his only tactic is punch him in the bleeding face.
You know, his guy lost 2 rounds.
And then he decided he wanted to change the rules.
He's like,
Do
"Let's
3
a
rounds,
third-
yeah?"
Do a third round.
Yeah.
And then he's like, championship fights are 5 rounds. Do you know anything about them, Michael? Have you ever been 5 rounds? Michael's like, yeah, I've done it like 5 times, bro.
Yeah.
That's Eddie
He's
Alvarez.
done it more than Conor.
McGregor.
Yeah.
McGregor's only done it once with Nate Diaz in a title fight.
And
No.
he crawled there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
McGregor crawls to the finish line
Yeah.
in 5 rounders.
and also we don't know what's going on with McGregor now. Is he gonna fight? Michael's like, yeah, I hope he's gonna fight in the next 6 months. I don't think that's happening, Michael. I think Michael's got to take another fight.
I think he's got to take it. I think he's hanging on for that big paycheck.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Michael Chandler, man. He's getting his time wasted here.
I know he's already like 30 fucking.
How much do they get paid to do Ultimate Fighter?
I don't know.
Yeah.
McGregor probably gets paid quite a bit.
Yeah. That's the way of the world.
Oh, interesting. Tatiana Suarez called out Rose Namajunas at 115, but Rose is going to 125.
It's a bit small for 125.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Who's she fighting at 125?
I don't know, but she's going up there.
It's a bit small for Valentina.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting things. I forgot about Rose.
But then again, Grasso was also 115.
Yeah.
So if you're bulking up the right
You know,
way.
Rose is very petite.
Yeah, and it works. Like her movement is good at 115. Who knows if it's good at 125.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, did you see PFL did some weird shit where their tournament happened and
Those two guys
They're
were
like-
friends.
they're like, this is boring.
So those two guys were friends, and it kind of looked like they were trying to not hurt each other. So they pulled the winner out, and they put Burgos in those. Listen, I've heard a couple of other podcasts say this. When you're claiming to be the fighter-friendly organization, and then you pull out someone because they were in a boring fight, that's a very Dana White
That's
move.
a very Dana White move.
That's a very Dana White.
Dana White invented shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll hide behind contractual lines like, you know, in the contract it says they have to put in their best effort. But, you know, what determines best effort?
Shavkat Rakhmonov, Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh, poor Gastelum.
Poor Gastelum. Yeah.
Who signs up to that?
Yeah.
Who signs up to that nonsense?
I don't know. It's a weird one as well because I feel like Shavkat should have got someone higher ranked.
Bro, I feel like
It's not even his weight class. Gastelum's going back down.
I feel like if Shavkat threw a head kick, he might throw it too high and put his head over Gastelum's head.
First of all, is Gastelum even going to make weight? Secondly, Shavkat should be fighting
Up. Probably
Yeah.
no one wants to fight him.
Burns, should be fighting Muhammad, should be fighting, I don't know.
None of those guys want that. None of
Wonder
those want
Boy, they're like Jeff Neal. Oh, he beat Jeff.
it. No one's signing up to that at the moment.
Yeah.
They can't be asked.
Nah.
They can't be asked. You hear people like Shavkat's name and you're like, all right, what do I get if I
I
win?
guess he's fighting Gastelum for the name value.
Shavkat at the moment is a very much a who needs him because he's not a big star
Yeah.
like Khamzat.
No.
So if you win, all right, he was hyped.
Yeah.
And if you lose your position.
Yeah.
So what's the point? There's easier ways to make a living than fighting someone like Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Khamzat hasn't fought in around 300 days now, almost 300
Yeah.
days.
You know what we should do on this podcast
Yeah.
for the next episode? We should have a days since Khamzat fought counter
Yeah.
and just keep it on until Khamzat fights.
Yeah, he hasn't fought for like 200 something days,
Yeah.
290 days, which is sad. But, you know, Khamzat, we're praying for you. Inshallah, you'll come back soon.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Where you been, bro? But yeah, I think that's our MMA shit done.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Now we move on to the shit talking portion of the show. Lucas, anything you wanna say in the shit talking portion of the show?
I was on the train today, and there was this woman listening to music in her headphones,
Yeah.
and she was singing, like mouthing along to the words and like dancing. And she was
Right.
like, you know, when you're alone in your room and you're like dancing in the mirror. She was doing that on the train
Yeah. That takes
in the reflection.
that takes a level of confidence that I haven't achieved yet in life.
Wouldn't,
do such a
wouldn't it
thing.
be funny if she was mouthing racist songs like
How funny
some
would that
like,
be?
some like Young Thug song? Like, I don't
She's doing Gold Digger.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, a white woman mouthing gold digger on the train just casually.
How did you know she was white? She
I
was.
just assumed this was white women behavior.
She was. I've never
Yeah.
seen that in the on the tube though.
Yeah. You've never seen her on the tube?
I've never seen that on the tube.
Oh, I was going to
Not
say.
behaviour.
Hey, you must be new around here. I haven't seen you on my line before.
I want to ask the question like I did last week.
Go on, you ask your question, Farhan.
Okay, so let me just do this. So you got a burger meal.
Yeah.
You having the burger first, the fries first, or all at the same time?
It's the fries, and I'll tell you exactly why, right? If you don't eat the fries first, you have about a 4-minute window with McDonald's fries
Until
it goes from delicious to unedible,
yeah.
right? Because as soon as those things lose that fresh crispiness, it is disgusting.
Yeah.
You can't. I saw my sister once, yeah. My sister would have like leftover food for breakfast at school. I remember one day I came downstairs and she was eating leftover McDonald's chips for breakfast. That she'd probably put in the microwave.
So wait, you eat the whole fries first, then go to the burger?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Why?
Because the burger is the prize possession
Exactly.
of the meal. So you want the burger to also be fresh. Because then the burger could also disintegrate. So what I do is I'll have one fry,
Right.
just to test the situation out. Then I'll have one fry with a condiment that would be available.
Okay.
And then I would take a bite of the burger. And then I'll go back and forth between burger and fry. And then I'll have a little sip of my drink as well. Some people have drink
That's
right at the
unhealthy.
end. How are people just going to have drink right at the end? Isn't your
That's
mouth
too
like
much.
dry as fuck by then?
That's
Yeah,
unhealthy.
you're right. Farhan's right.
No, he's
And
wrong.
if the food disintegrates, that's the fault of the fast food establishment and not you.
See, this is why you need like a little white English guy.
That's why,
Look at that.
You should speak to the manager about it.
Yeah. Go on, Lucas. Get in there, son.
yeah,
This wouldn't happen at Five Guys.
No.
I would never. Five Guys always fresh.
Yeah. Five Guys.
Always
Those,
fresh.
say, all right, Five Guys cost £420 for a meal. However, those chips, they do hang around.
Yeah.
But that's why you feel like shit after a Five Guys. Other burger places are available. But that stuff, if you think about food that lasts long, right? Think about what that's doing in your belly.
Yeah.
It's just hanging out in your stomach until you force it
A
out.
McDonald's burger could like last longer than a fucking human body, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Lasts like fucking 20 years in a box.
Can I tell you my system at McDonald's?
Okay.
Right. So I will get like a chicken burger with chips
Yeah.
and then chicken nuggets.
Haram.
Right. Life. No, I always go to Dubai when I need a McDonald's.
Okay, same.
So what I'll do is I'll have the chips first because as we discussed, those chips are absolutely essential to get done fast, quickly, and then
Yeah.
promptly. Right. Then I'll have my burger, and then I'll have my 9 or 20 nuggets at the end as like a fun treat. Right at the end, like a dessert, and then. If I'm still hungry, which you always are at McDonald's, it doesn't matter how much McDonald's you eat. No one's ever been full out of McDonald's.
That's true.
It hasn't happened. I don't know how they designed that food, but they designed it in such a way where it doesn't fill you up.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is then I'll go get myself a McFlurry. By the way, the new Lotus one is delicious.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah?
I had the
I need to
Galaxy.
try that.
I need to try the new chocolate pie.
That does
See-
look good.
See, okay,
I had it in Japan, but
I think the chocolate pie is a mistake.
why?
No one asked for it. We don't need that.
I'll try it though.
I want that bad. I don't like apple pie.
Of all
love
all the ways you want chocolate, have you ever wanted it in a pie?
Yeah, but it looks so melty. I've had it in Japan. It was fucking unreal.
No,
Banging.
I'm good with that.
I don't know if it's good here.
The apple pie is a classic. and
Anyway,
it's delicious.
why is there still no fucking halal McDonald's, bro? What's going on?
It's racism, bro.
Do you know how long we've had to have that sad little fish burger? What's
I
that
love
all
a
about?
fillet of fish.
You love a fillet of fish?
Yeah, I like
Oh,
a fillet
it's
You
of
don't
fish.
even-
dead.
You don't even need to have the fillet.
Yeah,
of fish.
you're eating the fillet of fish by choice. You're an animal.
Yeah, man. One time my mates were like, "Oh, we're getting McDonald's," and they were like, "I was like, oh, can I have something?" And they were like, "Yeah, we got your fillet of fish." I was like, "What?" So I ate it. It's all right. It's still fried, and it's still a burger.
It's just a fish finger burger.
Yeah, I like fish fingers.
I don't like it. I don't even like fish, but
Yeah.
You can have the McPlant.
oh, that's so disgusting. I hate
No.
When I go to McDonald's now, I just get some mozzarella dippers, fries, and a McFlurry. That's all I get.
Every now and then, when I was a kid, my mum would put fish fingers, you know, like the ones you get in Tesco, in between 2 pieces of toast.
Oh, that's what my grandma did.
And I wanted to call Childline every single time. She did
That wasn't bad though.
I
when you're a
hated it
kid,
so
it's
much.
not bad.
No, I hated it so much.
Uh,
Fish finger
I hated-
sandwich.
Yeah, I hated fish fingers as a kid. All the other kids liked it, and I felt there was something wrong with me for not liking it.
Do you know how many fake halal Algerian McDonald's there is out there?
Name some.
Fat Twins,
Mm?
Bims,
Mm?
Pit Stop.
Amigos.
Slam Burger or something.
Amigos.
Amigos is not a fake McDonald's. Amigos
It is, bro.
No.
It is a fake.
No, but I'm
McDonald's.
saying like
the
a
burgers
fake-
look like
I'm
McDonald's.
saying like a fake McDonald's where they've ripped off like Big Macs.
Yeah.
And they've ripped off the costume as well. Like they've got the grey outfit and shit.
Yeah.
So
I've never seen these. Where are these?
mostly in East London, but they're mostly in ethnic areas, like Muslim areas.
What's
They're quite good though.
What's sexier, the Nando's uniform or the McDonald's uniform?
I'm gonna go Nando's.
I'm gonna go
Black and red.
Nando's.
Black
Yeah.
and red all the way.
There is nothing sexy about the McDonald's uniform.
That yeah.
I like
nothing.
the caps.
Pardon?
I like the caps.
You like the
are kinda
caps?
Hard.
The caps could be sexy.
I'd wear the cap.
But
with the top.
Nando's, they got that like black and red vibe. They got like the apron shit.
I
going.
think it's just that the workers at Nando's are sexier than McDonald's.
Oh, that makes sense.
They're
Higher
always
quality
more
human
attractive.
beings. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always
better
kind of
people.
like a little bit jacked.
Yeah.
Their t-shirt's always tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's is always like, not from here kind of people.
What, your cousins? All your cousins are there.
Yeah, Nando's is more like,
Just out of college, waiting to go uni kind of people.
Yeah.
Higher quality of human beings. You know something? You should never ever pay for a glass at Nando's,
Yeah, you
Ever.
just get that water for free.
or get the water for free, or ask them to bring you a glass. And if you ask nicely, Nando's people, they won't charge you. You know,
Yeah, I know.
They're
they
very
do that
blessed with it.
sometimes.
does they understand? They work at Nando's, but they were Nando's goers first. You know,
I just pay for it because I know I'm gonna get through like 5.
how much does it cost? I don't even know how much
So
they cost.
$3.25.
See, I just feel wrong paying for it.
I don't mind if it's refillable. I don't mind.
Have you had the iced tea that they have? The refillable iced tea.
I've never had it. Is it good?
It's good. It's
Really?
Good. They have
What-
they have
what-
it at the Peckham one.
Oh,
Really good.
I've eaten with you a few times. Yeah, you've never bought a
A
drink
few
in
times.
Nando's. You've never bought a drink in Nando's for $3.25 or whatever.
no.
But then you buy like a bottle of Coke for like £3.50, and that's just
Yeah.
one Coke.
I know, but
Why'd you do that?
it's a mental thing.
But why? You're getting refillable Nando's.
It's a mental block. It just feels wrong.
This guy.
Because do you remember before they changed the cup system? Because back in the day, Lucas, you might be too young to remember this, right? Back in the day, the tap water glass and the refillable glass was the same
Yeah, it was
glass.
the same.
Yeah.
So
And
you
then-
just were like, can I have a tap water, please? And then you get it. And then someone at head office had enough. They looked at the balance sheet like, how are we making a loss on drinks? We're the only restaurant in the country that doesn't make money on drinks. It's because we were finessing those bastards for every single penny they were worth.
Yeah, I remember.
And then they took it away, which I think, in a marketing way, was a mistake for them to change.
Yeah.
Because part of the fun that was going to Nando's was ripping them off. Part of the excitement and the stamps. Remember, everyone had a mate who just found a stamp.
Yeah.
Or do you remember at one point?
I
they
would
didn't
just
even
color
have-
it in.
Bro, at one point, they didn't even have a stamp. They would just do initials.
Yeah. I would just do highlighter. I had a green highlighter, and I would just because I was good at drawing, so I just draw the little chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good times, bro.
Oh, man.
Get a whole chicken for nothing.
Yeah, now you need to have like
Fucking credit
cyber
card.
security degree to try and hack into that system now. Oh my God.
I'm sure someone could do it.
What awards have you got at the moment?
At the
Farhan?
moment,
did you use your orange?
No, I don't have any at the moment. I think I use my orange. Yeah, I don't have anything.
I'm on an orange award at the moment. Well,
You're welcome, by the way.
this
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
had no clue for years
I
about the
fucking
reward
told him.
system.
I was a scrub. I was logging in every time.
How much do you reckon you've lost?
Several chickens.
Yeah.
Several chickens. Several.
Several
Several
chickens.
chickens.
Well, now you know.
Anyway, do you like Young Ads?
I box with young ads.
Young Ads just released a song called Pakistan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
Yeah.
pleased about it?
I am. Do you want to hear the lyrics?
Gone.
So she can't take me home. Her dad is from Iran. I got a brick of heroin from Pakistan.
Bars.
Finally, Pakistan's getting some respect.
Yeah.
It's all about India.
Yeah.
Oh, all the comments are like, oh, why don't you do a song about India? Bro, India's got enough stuff, bro.
Bro, Central C shouted out Turkish Cypriot girls.
Yeah.
And most Turkish Cypriot girls I know have lost their damn mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is Turkish Cypriot girls listening to that song.
Yeah.
She's Turkish Cypriot!
The funny thing is, all the Pakistani people go mad over this song, but he's saying heroin from Pakistan.
Yeah.
So it's not a good look, but still, the song's called Pakistan, so we'll take it as a W. But yeah, there's enough stuff about India. Like, white women call their kids India.
No
No
one's
one's
calling
calling
it Pakistan.
No, there's no Pakistan. There's no little Karachis and Lahores running around.
Oh,
It's not
Lahore is
fair,
a
bro.
very unfortunate name to name your daughter.
Lahore. But, it's nice, man, because Pakistan at the moment on the internet is just known for memes. We've got like, wow, grape. And we got, Yeah, Pakistani, yeah. But now we got a song.
Who's gonna make Pakistan sexy again?
Me.
Oh, that's very sad for the Pakistani culture. If you're the one who makes it sexy.
Zayn Malik for a bit.
Yeah, but he does. How hard does he rep Pakistan?
He don't even rep Bradford, bro.
Oh, cold.
That's not even.
That's
fair.
cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cold.
Do you know anything else?
No, I'm good.
Any other shit talking you want to do? How was your week in comedy?
My week in comedy. What did we do?
Bro, I turned up at Johnny CT's gig yesterday.
Yeah,
And Johnny was on this side, and there were some like new comedians on this side.
yeah.
I'd never seen these comedians before, and they looked at me. They were like, I was like, oh, hey Johnny, how's it going? And then they're like, bro, you look scared. I'm like, yeah, I am scared. I don't know who the fuck you are, and you're looking at me with like salivating eyes. And they were just new comedians that saw me on Instagram.
And they were very excited.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Well done, bro.
I
I got recognized on a train.
Really?
Yeah. That's the second time. Do you know what? Business is picking up. Some woman came up to me on the train and went, I know you. And I was like, comedy? And she went, saw you at Box Park. You were very funny. And then she walked away. And I came immediately.
I did a gig yesterday,
Nice.
and I did pretty well. And
Well done, man.
this couple came up to me after, and then
tried to take you home.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So the girl was like, "Oh, we needed you because you saved the night, and we just couldn't relate to anything the other comedian said, but we relate to everything you said. Like, you're white and the other comedians were white, so what the fuck are you relating to?"
Some gentrified white people.
But then she was like, her boyfriend was like Afghan, so I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Speaking of white, we did a show in Warwick.
Oh,
Oh, God.
yeah. Fuck Warwick.
I love the people of Coventry. I hate the people of Warwick University. What a bunch of assholes those lot are.
That was
man.
a shit uni, man.
Oh, shit campus.
I know it's a good uni.
It's a great uni. I'm sure the people are great. But the uni campus is depressing, bro.
Really?
It's just so just plain and wide. It's so big. It's huge, right? I went to my university. Firstly, it was a beautiful campus, but it was also a very small university. And this one was just big and ugly. Like all the buildings are like built for practicality, but not for style.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got a pan of chocolate, and you got curly fries that were soggy as
Oh,
hell
bro, those curly fries were there
from
for
a
like
corner
17
shop
hours.
on the campus. And it was just sad, man. We were just sat there feeling a little bit sad, you know. The gig was great though.
Yeah. Then
Great
we went Coventry to get some Pakistani food.
Oh, well, that was a mistake as well.
That was good.
Don't
I
know.
liked it.
I felt bad about everything after because
Yeah.
of that meal. So Farhan took me to a Pakistani steakhouse, right?
Toros.
Yeah, Toro's.
I loved it.
The food was all right, but they bring it out on like a tandoori plate, you know, when it's still sizzling.
Yeah.
So it stinks up your clothes.
It's actually Japanese style.
Oh, well, whatever it
Yeah.
is, right? I said tandoori plate because I'm probably
Yeah,
slightly racist.
they took the idea from Japan.
Right. So my clothes stank afterwards, and then we go to pay. It's a restaurant, cash only. Restaurant cash only.
Yeah, that was.
And we had to walk for it. We actually got recognized in the
restaurant.
restaurant.
I mean, they were from the show. So.
They were from the show, right? But here's how my toxic brain works. While we were finding out that was cash only and we didn't have a card on us, these ladies recognized from the show. So my brain said, maybe they'll pay for our meal.
Oh, someone's done that before.
For you?
I was with I won't say names, but this comedian, Salman.
Right, yeah.
We were there, and we didn't know it was cash only. And then there was like some customers saying, "Oh, you're all great."
Oh.
And then Salman's like, "Oh, why don't you pay it as a joke?" And they paid.
Ah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone got them. So yeah, we had to walk 400 miles to a cash point. And then I had to drive him home. And then we had a lovely sing-along in the car.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Sung some Teenage Angst songs. It's a little bit of Adele, some Ed Sheeran. It was all lovely. It was a great time to be alive.
Very good. Very wholesome.
Right, we've reached an hour. Do you have anything else on the agenda?
Nah.
No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of another Divine podcast. It is time to do our formalities. Farhan, if they've come this far, what are they?
Incel.
Lucas, if they've come this far, what are they?
Insult.
You are an incel and you are ugly. Thank you for coming. And remember, the position you were conceived in says more about your personality than your star sign.
Wait. What does doggy mean?
Means you're a bit of a twat.
Oh.
and probably a mistake.
What's the best position? to
No
be
one
conceived?
conceives a child on purpose in doggy.
No,
No, that's not how you make a baby.
you were supposed to be a back shot.
Yeah. What position do you think you were conceived in,
I
Farhan?
don't want to know.
Yeah.
I have photos, so I know.
Oh yeah. photos. Just making a baby.
What about the location you were conceived in? What if you weren't conceived on a bed? What if you were
Oh.
conceived in like a fucking alleyway or some shit?
Oh, ain't a good start to the life, is it?
Nah.
Ain't a good start to the life.
Nah.
If you're conceived in like a KFC toilet, your whole life's going to be a disaster. There is no way no one who's ever become president was conceived in like a McDonald's toilets. Do you know what I mean? That's not a good way to start your life. I like to think I was conceived in a nice bed. In missionary with like some candles.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask my mum and dad. You know? I'm going to your family barbecue this weekend. Maybe I'll ask your mum and dad as well.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.